Set myself free. I only found everything lights.
Hey, what is going on, guys? This is DJ Clan Smasher, and today I'm bringing you Week 3 White Temple versus OneHive Alpha. This is our second war. We had a bye week on the second week, so that's the reason why this is going to be Week 3, but our barely are going to be our second battle. So anyways, guys, the score was 70-63. The breakdown was 3-8-14. And we did we did a great job on the dips. 11v10 perfect dips there. 10v10s, we could not get any 10v10s, unfortunately, but our 10v11 did not look too bad. It did take us a pretty good amount of hits, but we did end up getting all of the 11s, so it was a 30% on that one. Our 9v9s did struggle this war, unfortunately. We couldn't clear all of them with our Town Hall 9s, but for the most part, we've been pretty good there. But in this specific war, we did have a hard time with the 9s. So anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'll be showing you a lot of the Town Hall 9 hits, and then I'll be showing you an awesome hit by CC Captain Crunch, Hobgoblin, aka Hobgoblin, with the 10v11 that he did on a fresh hit 2-star. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Alright, guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So like I said, this was White Temple versus OneHive Alpha. We actually faced them at one point, and we faced them on well, it was a scrimmage. It was pretty much when we were doing the MLCW tryouts. So anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started with some of the attacks in the background. So I'll be showing you a pretty good amount of varied attacks. There was a few witch slaps, so I'll just be showing you one of them. And then big shout out to Lisa and Thor for getting the other fresh hits in this war. And then I'll just show you the other fresh hits in this recap. So I do want to give you a pretty good varied amount of attacks. That way you guys can see a variety of different attacks that we did as far as fresh hits go. So anyways, Genie here, very great with it when it comes to the air attack. Usually does different kinds of attacks. So she's very good with air. So in this case, it's going to be what is it called? A Sui Lalo kind of attack. As you can see, the Skelly Trap is going to be there. Pulled out the troops since it was lurable, so got a lot of value there. And then it was able to take care of the enemy witch, so the clan castle there. And then is going to get some value here. As you can see, there's some wizard towers right there. So that is going to be a lot of value from this attack. So very great job by Genie seeing this weakness here with all the wizard towers there at the bottom. So as long as Genie can get rid of some of these, that's going to make a huge difference. So as you can see, pretty much picked up almost all the actually 3 of the wizard towers there. Now it's going to go ahead and start with the air portion, and as you can see, the queen is going to be right there. Is going to be dropping the Skelly Trap here soon in a bit. Want to make sure that you rage those skellies, that way they can take care of the enemy queen. So the queen does get taken care of, and then now it's just pretty much hasting the rest of the loons to the air defenses. So there is one centralized air defense, but that's not gonna be an issue because there's still a pretty good amount of loons that are traveling throughout the whole base. These air sweepers are a bit annoying, so it looked like it was gonna give Genie some trouble here, but because of the heal spell that kept a lot of these loons alive, and this Tesla farm that popped out, there's still gonna be a pretty good amount of loons that are gonna take care of this Tesla farm. Is gonna make a huge difference. And the air defense did go down, and then these loons go over to take out the last wizard tower, and then the air pups actually take care of the air sweepers. So very great job by Genie here, and seeing that big weakness when it came to that with the wizard towers at the bottom, because the splash damage on the wizard towers can be very detrimental to the loons. So that's why it's very important to take care of that splash damage. And Genie did see that big weakness with the wizard towers at the bottom, so took care of it with the queen and the king as far as the clan castle goes. So anyways, very great job by Genie here with the fresh 3-star hit, and pretty much starting off closer to the beginning of the war, guys. So I did get a 6-pack this war with my Town Hall 9, so I'll be showing you one of those hits because I did do the same attack, so I'll just show you one of the attacks. So anyways, guys, Raul, aka Tim, actually got a witch slap attack. And like I said, Thor and Lisa did a fresh hit with the witch slap attack, very similar to this attack. So great stuff by them as well. So Tim is going to be doing the witch slap attack starting from the 12 o'clock portion with the queen, and then the 9 o'clock flank with the witches. So the healer witch combo. So as you can see, the wizard is kind of helping out with the funneling, and then sends in the rest of the witches, and then the golem is just tanking at the bottom, going to the central area. So as you can see, that wizard tower was giving Tim a hard time at the beginning, but then the witches at the very top finally get over there, take care of that wizard tower, and then the rest of the witches are going to start moving towards the middle section, or actually towards the flank section. So as you can see, the boulders are raged up and healed up just to get take care of this core section, and then they do take care of the expo that was over there on the flank portion, closer to 9 o'clock, and the queen is doing some mad work over here. As you can see, there is a Tesla farm real close to the town hall, so 3 Teslas that are going to pop out over there, but Tim does have the queen ability, which makes a huge difference there. Pops the queen ability because the queen is needed at that point, and then it's going to start taking care of some of these Teslas here. The queen is going to go down because there was a lot of DPS over there, but there's still a bunch of witches and a few boulders over here that are going to help out. So the good thing is that these healers moved in, which were able to keep the boulders alive. And then the witch flank also was doing such a great job, guys. Look at that, 6 witches at the very bottom. So that's going to make a huge difference when it comes to this attack, because there's going to be so many skeletons. So this mini Tesla farm that is left isn't going to be a big issue. The good thing is that the barbarians were the ones that triggered that big bomb, or this story might have been a little bit different. So anyways, guys, there is only 1 expo left that's going to be towards the middle section, but there's so many witches at this point, and the skeletons are doing a great job of just tanking for the witches. So now they're just going to break in and take care of this last expo right here. So anyways, very great job by Tim. Took care of this base on a fresh hit, and now they move into the air sweeper and take care of the base. Great stuff. So now we're just going to go ahead and move into my attack, guys. So I went in with a triple fresh hit at the very beginning. Just saw the bases that I really like for my attack. I really like doing this Go Bola Lune attack because you can pretty much hit a lot of bases that are fresh. You can get a lot of value with the kill squad. So I like to take in 2 golems, a few wizards to create the funnel, and then I usually don't take a baby dragon, but I saw this big value, guys. As you can see, that air defense is covering that section right there, but there's so many storages over here, guys. So I wanted to get a good value with that baby dragon and just kind of start using it at the top section. So that's the reason why I went ahead and brought a baby dragon. I don't put it down yet, but you'll see what I mean here in a bit. So then I saw the clan castle just come out. So then I sent in a rage spell with the heal spell, guys. So sometimes I'll save the heal spell depending on what my clan castle troops are doing. And unfortunately, guys, I just realized the baby dragon got taken care of right away. I thought it was going to survive, so it looks like they knew my trap, that I was going to use a baby dragon to get some stuff. But unfortunately, it got taken care of by Zam. So I did not realize that, because when I was hitting, I just dropped the baby dragon and started just focusing on my kill squad. So the thing was, I was waiting for the air defense to be taken care of with my kill squad before I sent in the air portion, so the Lalo portion. So then after that, I sent in the 2 lava hounds and then a few hasted loons just to make sure I can get to that first air defense. And then after that, I just sprinkle in a few more loons to get to the wizard tower. That way the splash damage isn't just on all of the big pack of loons. And then as you can see, I saved 1 loon for the back end of the wizard tower, because you don't want to have all your loons scrunched up together and deal with a wizard tower at the very end. So as you can see, I sent in the last loon, and it got taken care of by the wizard tower and the air bomb that was there. So then at the end, I just kind of saved my haste spells. As you can see, I pretty much swagged the haste spells, because at this point I had so much time for this attack. So it was pretty much overkill at this point. As you can see, I have so many loons, guys, and I had 2 haste spells that I didn't really need, but I just used at the very end just to kind of rush the attack. So that was my hit, guys. And I also did a very similar hit on a different base with that same attack. I probably just switched a few things, like maybe bringing in wall breakers or no baby dragon, but for the most part, that's my army. So anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and move on to number 18. So check this hit out, guys. So Alex is going to come in with a fresh hit, 47 minions, incredible value here, guys. So as you can see, the splash damage is going to be at the bottom. So Alex saw that that was going to be something that he could take advantage of. So he's going to do like a TDH kind of attack, but it's going to bring a bunch of minions, guys, 47 minions. So right here is just kind of thinking about where to start the attack. So as you can see, there was a random Tesla, so he did have to use a Lune just to take care of that Tesla because he couldn't funnel in with the wizards. So then after that, send in the king just to kind of get rid of some of this junk over there at the top section. And as you can see, the queen is just taking care of that air defense. And I was a little worried that the queen was going to start going the wrong way because the king and the wizards were still doing some work. So they didn't fully create the funnel at the beginning, but luckily the queen already set her mind to go down. So Alex had an idea of, because it was one troll Tesla, he figured there might be another one. So sent in another Lune at the bottom as checkup, and sure enough, there was one right there. So there we go, sends in a rage spell for the queen to keep her alive. And then right now he's going to have to deal with the enemy king. And that's going to be a little rough. The good thing is that the queen at the top section, guys, got taken care of by the king. That was pretty awesome because that king pretty much got a lot of value at the up top with just 2 wizards. Went all the way to the top, took care of all these random structures and everything, which helped out a lot. And then also took care of the enemy queen. So that was a lot of value that Alex got here. So anyways, guys, places a real awesome poison spell right on the top of the clan castle. So that's going to take care of the poison, the clan castle. Then after that, the queen's going to move into the last 2 expos. And then it's going to start moving towards the splash damage. So he's going to be starting this attack very soon. This attack does require a lot of patience, guys. Because as you can see, your heroes and your queen walk are going to do a lot of work. It pretty much already got 50% of the base taken care of with just the queen walk and the king. So it is a lot of patience, and as you can see, there's still a lot left on this base. 52 seconds, guys, and barely sending in the air portion. So here it goes, sends in a few Lunes and then a bunch of minions over there, probably half of them, and then the other half start moving in towards the top section, guys. So this lava hound's going to be tanking for the Lunes and tanking for the minions. And as you can see, the queen takes care of the last wizard tower, which is going to make a huge difference, guys. And then here comes the last haste spell that's going to help these Lunes get to the very last few defenses. So that is pretty awesome, guys. Look at all these minions just doing some work. The last air defense gets taken care of by all the minions and the lava pups, and the queen is still standing. So very excellent job by Alex. He would have probably gotten a 6-pack, but unfortunately on his other attack, his queen died at the closer to the beginning, so that did ruin the attack. So that's what sucks with this kind of attack. You do depend on the queen a lot, so if you can't keep the queen alive, it can ruin your attack. So it does take a lot of skill and a lot of patience. So very great job by Alex there. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to Captain Crunch's attack on number 1, Kyle. So as you can see, guys, this was a fresh hit. Pretty much asked me if the baby dragon was going to be enough of a funnel to make the queen go down. I said there might need a few Lunes. I was expecting him to Lune the mortar section, but instead Lune the wizard tower portion. But like I said, it wasn't going to be too much of an issue just because of the fact that the objective was taken care of. The baby dragon took care of the the barracks, which was enough of a funnel to make sure that the queen started walking the right way, which was south. So that was the main objective that Captain Crunch wanted to make sure of, because the queen going down is going to make a big funnel. As you can see, is taking care of these structures. That way he can set up the Valk dive, guys. So whenever you see this kind of army, that's pretty much going to be a Valk dive. So send in a minion over here at the bottom, just kind of start getting some percentage and things like that, guys. And then the queen's going to circle around and start moving in. So this was a pretty sick attack, guys. We weren't expecting him to go in so early in the game, so that was awesome seeing Captain Crunch just going in there and crushing this base on the first try. So then 3 wall breakers, guys, just going in, and then unfortunately it didn't break in at the beginning, so then he's gonna send in a few wall breakers here in a bit, and then sends in the golems and the bowlers. So these bowlers, with the help of the king, are going to funnel this bottom portion to make sure that the Valks don't go the wrong way, because he doesn't want the Valks going at the bottom. He wants the Valks to go into the town hall. So that is the main objective, guys. So he's going to use a rage spell on these bowlers that are doing some mad work when it comes to the funneling, guys. The clan castle finally comes out. He's going to poison the clan castle, and then he's going to use the queen ability on this clan castle, which is going to help out tremendously. because you want to make sure that baby dragon's down. That baby dragon can do a lot of work versus your Valkyries. So sends in a real awesome rage spell, guys. These raged Valkyries are just going to move in, start taking care of the town hall, and they are just doing some mad work here, guys. They took care of the town hall. The queen is still standing, and pretty much the queen got the 52%. Had to deal with the enemy queen, or would have probably been able to pick up some more percentage there. And plus the Inferno just kind of stopping the heal ability. So anyways, guys, that's the war recap of this war. White Temple took the victory, and the score was 70-63. They did leave one of our 10s untouched. One of their guys still had an attack left, so I'm guessing they were expecting him to take care of this one, and it was a Town Hall 10. But it was definitely a close war. Their 9s were doing pretty good, but as far as the 9s in general go, we were both struggling at first. Everyone was killing it. The percentages were good, but then towards the end, we were both having issues with certain bases. So that was pretty interesting, seeing those attacks struggling a little bit. But overall, our team did a solid job. We took care of all the 11s with our Town Hall 10s. So that was pretty awesome there. And we had some great dips, and we also got some nice fresh triples, guys. So thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to keep calm and clash on. And if you haven't already, subscribe if you want to see more of this content, guys. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time.